Hey, good morning. Uh, for all of my East Coast peeps, we just got plowed out of my neighborhood, not last night, the night before last. So that would have been, we didn't leave the house or the neighborhood from Friday until Wednesday morning. During that time, it's not that big of a deal. We had everything we needed. We didn't lose power. We had plenty of fire, so everything was good. But what it did bring up in my mind and in my heart is community. Our neighborhood didn't get plowed out for 4 days. Okay. But what really bothered me about me is I don't know my neighbors well enough to know which neighbors to keep an eye on for health reasons, for, their children, for, when you're stuck in a community, in a neighborhood, in your house, whatever. We had so much snow that we couldn't even drive out. Didn't matter if you had a big old 4x4 pickup. You're not going anywhere. So the thing that really bothers me, is that I didn't know enough about my neighbors to say, okay, well, I need to keep track of these guys because of heart issues or whatever. Growing up, we knew everything about everybody. And my curiosity is, in your neighborhood, do you know your neighbors? Do you have a relationship with your neighborhood? I don't. There's a few of my neighbors that I have a really good relationship with, but not the neighborhood. Not 3 doors down or 5 doors down. I don't know them. And that's really hard for me because that's not how I grew up. That's not who I am. So how did we get here? How did we get to the point? Well, let me put this personally. How did I get to this point where I don't know the people I live around? Part of it is we move a lot, so it's kind of hard to get in that kind of mentality. We live in a bit of a commuter community, so most of the people don't work in the community. They work outside of the community. I look at those as excuses. There's no excuse for me to not walk down the neighborhood, knock on a door, introduce myself, and say, how you doing? What can I do to help? So that's my question to you today is, do you know your neighbors? Do you know your community? If something goes sideways, power goes out, we have freak storms, something bad happens, do you know the people in your community who would need help? Who would need you or someone else in their community to come bail them out? That's my question to you. You guys are amazing. I love you to death. Keep it up. Be awesome.